Oahu is the heart of Hawaii. It's home to about 2/3 of Hawaii's entire population, and it's the most popular tourist destination in the state. It truly lives up to its welcoming nickname as the gathering place. At first glance, it's obvious that the island has show-stopping scenery and tons of things to do. But what really makes Oahu a great place to live? Aloha, my name is Duke Ong and I'm a real estate agent in Honolulu. I'm going to share the top 5 pros and cons of living on Oahu. Before we do that, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and the notification bell if you haven't already. Make sure to stick around to the end where I share my bonus pros about living on Oahu. Pro number 1, ideal living conditions. The Global Livability Index is an annual ranking list that evaluates which locations around the world provide the best or worst living conditions. Oahu has caught this list's attention year after year. Honolulu comes in as the 22nd most ideal place to live on Earth. According to CNBC in a 2019 article, our main city, Honolulu, ranks first in the US in terms of livability. A spot is held since 2017. This recognition celebrates Oahu's outstanding living conditions, from its solid infrastructure to low crime rates, quality education, accessible healthcare, and of course, the captivating local culture. The food here is unique, with some dishes rarely found elsewhere. Some of these include shaved ice, poke, manapua, lokomoko, spam musubi, and saimin. Oahu in particular has a wide variety of cuisines ranging from local plate lunches to fine dining. Oahu is one of the safest areas in the US with extremely low violent crime rates. Most crime is petty, property crime. Of course, this varies depending on the neighborhood, like anywhere. The culture here is very friendly and is known as the Aloha spirit. The pace of life is a bit faster in town compared to other areas on Oahu, but is very relaxed compared to most places in the world. The diversity of many different cultures intermixing makes the culture more tolerant of differences compared to the mainland. Newcomers to the island will soon discover the fact that Hawaii leads the country as the happiest state in America. So, you may be thinking, what's the catch? While Oahu brings a wealth of lifestyle benefits, living in Hawaii does come with a bit of a learning curve. Here's what you should know before moving to Oahu, so you're prepared to enjoy all the island has to offer. Con number 1, year-round summer. For some Oahu residents, the weather is as much of a con as it is a pro. Oahu may have the country's best weather, but there's no true change of seasons. This year-round summer certainly has its advantages, but lack of any seasonal change can take some getting used to, especially for newcomers hailing from more dynamic climates. As an island, Oahu also experiences near constant humidity. This definitely can make hotter days feel muggy and uncomfortable. But locals also need to have an action plan to protect their homes against mold and rust that can occur with higher levels of humidity. Pro number 2, great accessibility. Oahu is the 3rd largest island in Hawaii, about 600 square miles in total. This size strikes a perfect balance. It's large enough that locals can easily escape island fever, that feeling you get living someplace too small and too remote. But it's still convenient to get wherever you need to go. You can drive around all of Oahu in just about 4 hours. And there's plenty to do to take advantage of this great accessibility. Or, if you want to get off the island, that's easy too. Honolulu is home to the state's Daniel K. Inouye International Airport. It's just a 10-minute drive from downtown for daily flights that reach all corners of the state within an hour or less, or the West Coast in a matter of 5 to 6 hours. Oahu also has the state's best shopping, meaning that it's not only easy to get anywhere, but residents can find whatever they need for their daily life close to home. The island has a range of big box stores, local businesses, and one of America's largest malls, Ala Moana Mall. Con number 2, high cost of living. You can find almost anything you need in Oahu, from big name stores like Costco and Whole Foods to a great selection of mouth-watering restaurants. But this accessibility does come at a cost. Because Oahu needs to import most of its food and supplies, almost everything has a premium price higher than what you might pay on the mainland. That said, Hawaii residents enjoy the lowest property tax in the nation. Locals also take advantage of the island's farmers markets, and there's tons of free outdoor activities to help keep their cost of living low in the Aloha State. Pro number 3. Year-round outdoor activities. From laying in the crystal waters of Lanikai Beach to taking in the secluded cliffs of Pokai Bay, Oahu is tailor-made for nature lovers. The island's diverse geography and unique ecosystem offer plenty of activities to satisfy anyone's inner adventurer. Whether you're an adrenaline junkie or after low-impact daily exercise. There are more than 50 hiking trails that wind through rainforests, along seaside ridges, and up volcanic craters. Or you can stick to sea level and enjoy kayaking, stand-up paddling, and kite surfing off nearly any of Oahu's 125 beaches. There's also world-class snorkeling with dolphins, turtles, and more all along Oahu's coast, as well as some of the country's top scuba diving sites, where you can see marine life found nowhere else in the world. Then of course, there's Oahu's famous North Shore. This iconic stretch of coastline is known for big waves and a laid-back vibe that attracts the world's top surfers. But if you're not ready to ride 40-foot waves or dive Oahu's coral reefs, there's tons of opportunity to learn new skills in beginner-friendly areas across the island. Con number 3. Heavy tourism. Locals aren't the only ones with a deep love for Oahu. Before COVID, Oahu brings in roughly 500,000 tourists each month, about 10 visitors to each resident. Tourism is a major contributor to the Hawaiian economy year-round. While it's great for local businesses, this steady stream of travelers can make some areas around Oahu feel congested and overcrowded. Fortunately for locals, most visitors spend about a week on the island. This shorter length of stay means that they tend to head for the most famous, must-see sites and beaches. That makes it easier for residents to get strategic during peak travel seasons, getting a break from crowds among Oahu's less traveled destinations. Currently, as of early 2021, tourism is down significantly, but is expected to recover in the near future as vaccines roll out and tourists become more comfortable with travel. Pro number 4. Variety of living options. Whether you're after the energy of a city lifestyle or dreaming of a remote, beachy condo with a view, Oahu offers living options that will make anyone instantly feel at home. Most of Oahu's residents live in town, referring to one of Honolulu's 35 neighborhoods. But if urban living doesn't appeal to you, there are tons of choices across the island that all still offer easy access to the city. That means there's no need to compromise on the Hawaiian lifestyle you're after. Each area has its own distinct personality, like Kaka'ako with its vibrant community and next-level food scene, all minutes away from downtown. Or you can head to the island's lush windward side, home to America's official best beach. Then there's the luxury of East Oahu, a rapidly growing section popular with mainland transplants. West Oahu is growing quickly as well, thanks to its newly developed infrastructure and great value for the money. If you're thinking about moving here, or if you have any questions about Oahu real estate, I'd love to help you find the right place for you to make the most of life on Oahu. Check the description below for my contact info and shoot me a text, call, or email. Con number 4. Traffic. Whether you work downtown or get drawn in by its shopping, food, and nightlife, Honolulu is Oahu's center of activity. Between this and the ongoing flow of tourists, traffic in and out of the city can get heavy. The worst route for traffic is on the H1 freeway, from the west side to town in the morning and back in the evening. Thankfully, it's no worse than rush hour near any other major urban area, and full-out jams are rare. Even when the freeway is full, traffic does tend to flow smoothly, and if it gets backed up, at least you're bumper to bumper in the country's happiest state. Drivers here are well known for their characteristic laid-back Hawaiian friendliness. For example, when you're driving, people tend to let you in, and honking is rare compared to some areas of the mainland. As of 2021, traffic is a lot lighter than pre-COVID, since a lot of it can be attributed to tourism. Pro number 5, weather. We typically get 271 days of sunshine a year. Adding to the beauty of Oahu's vast outdoor offerings, there are very few cloudy days to threaten your plans. The island enjoys about 30% more sunny days than the US average. It also has a comfortable climate year-round. Temperatures reach about 85 degrees Fahrenheit in the summer and rarely fall below 65 in January, the coldest month. The island's trade winds help maintain a cool breeze through the summer months as well. This varies dramatically depending on which side of the island you're on. The leeward side, which is the west side of Oahu, is typically drier and can be hotter. The windward side, which is the east side, tends to be wetter and windier, since the trades are stronger there. Con number 5, tough job market. Hawaii's economy relies mainly on tourism, and that makes the local job market pretty niche. Most of Oahu's job opportunities are in roles related to its travel industry, like sales, retail, and hospitality. But this has been slowly changing. In the last few years, job growth has been steadily on the upswing, especially in Honolulu up until COVID. Many in the hospitality and service industries have been negatively impacted due to the decreased tourism. This, coupled with the high cost of living, means many locals have multiple jobs to make ends meet. Once cost of living is factored in, jobs here tend to pay less than those on the mainland. However, there's a growing demand in areas like the public sector, healthcare, computer engineering, and professional trades, making Oahu more accommodating to newcomers with a wide range of skills. Bonus Pro, best place to surf in the world. I moved here about 17 years ago because in my opinion, it's the best place to surf in the world. There are other places in the world with higher quality waves, but the consistency and variety cannot be beat. If you surf or ever wanted to learn, there is no better place to find at least surfable conditions year-round in a comfortable environment where you don't have to put on a wetsuit. There are waves for every surfer, from Waikiki gentle rollers for beginners to North Shore in the winter for pros. Just make sure you follow all surf etiquette and respect the locals, since the pecking order in the lineup tends to be well established. If you live on Oahu or are thinking about moving to Oahu, let me know in the comments below what you love most about living here. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for this video. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you leave a like, make sure you click the subscribe button, as well as the notification bell next to that to continue to learn everything you need to know about living on Oahu. If you're looking to relocate to Oahu, I'd love to help you out. I'll leave my contact info in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.